Hi everyone, welcome to Edupedia World. This is Varun Ganga. In our previous session, we have learned how to apply the technique in finding the squares of two-digit numbers which are having 5 in its tens place. But in this session, we are going to learn a new technique. And this technique can be applicable while doing multiplication of numbers whose sum of one's digit is 10 and the remaining digits are same. So, before going to learn how to apply this technique, we have to know some conditions that has to be satisfied while applying this technique. So, let us see the conditions. Condition number 1 is that whenever you add the digits that are in ones place, you have to get the sum 10. And the second condition is that the remaining digits rather than the digits that are in ones place should be same. For example, if you are multiplying 22 into 28, then you should check whether the digits that are in ones place, if you add them, you are going to get 10 or not. And the second thing, the remaining digits are same or not. If these two conditions are satisfied, then no doubt we can apply the technique. So before going to apply the technique, let us see the steps that are involved in applying this technique. So the steps that are to be followed while applying this technique is step number 1. You have to multiply the digits that are in ones place. And if you get a single digit number, you have to prefix it with 0. And the second step that you have to follow here is you have to multiply the remaining of the digits rather than the digits that are in ones place with its successor. And the third step that you have to do here is you have to club both the products and it becomes the final answer. Now let us have a look of overview of this technique with a good example. The example that I'm going to take here in this session is 22 into 28. So you know that whenever we do multiplication of any numbers, we used to write the numbers one below the other with the horizontal bar. Here, 2 I'm going to use the same old procedure before going to multiply or before going to use the technique. So, I'm going to write the numbers as 22, below that 28 and a horizontal bar. So, according to our conditions, the first condition that you have to check here is whether the digits that are in ones place add to 10 or not. So, let us check. So 2 plus 8 is equals to 10. So condition number 1 is satisfied. Now let us come to condition number 2. The remaining digits should be same. So here we are having 1 2 and one more 2 below it. So condition number 2 is also satisfied. So therefore you can apply the technique right now. Now according to our step number 1 of the technique, we have to multiply the digits that are in ones place. So if you multiply the digits that are in ones place, 2 into 8, you will get 16. Now 16, it is a two-digit number and it is not a single-digit number, so there is no need to prefix it with 0. Now you just take down the product below the horizontal bar and write it on the right side, like this. Now you just move on to the remaining digits. So step number 2 of the technique says that you have to multiply it with its successor. So if you multiply with its successor, you are going to get the next product. So here I am taking the successor for the below number 2. So the successor becomes 3. You multiply this 3 with the 2, you will get 6 as the product. And you just take down that 6 below the horizontal bar and write it on the left side. Like this. Now if you club both these two products, you will get the answer for the multiplication of the numbers 22 and 28. So therefore you can say that 22 into 28 is equals to 616. Now I hope that you have understood pretty well how to use the technique while doing multiplication of numbers which sum of its ones digit is 10 and the remaining digits are same. I hope that you have enjoyed the class very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.